Hi everybody, welcome to Guitar Muscle Memory Lesson 2. In the first video, if you didn't go over it, you learned what muscle memory was and how it will help you learn how to play the guitar faster and be better really quickly. So we went over the last time the C chord, we went over A minor, and we went over E minor last time. So what I'm hoping is that you did go over that video, you learned those three chords, and now we're going to learn some more chords. The very first chord that we're going to do is E major, or regular E. You know, some people like to look at it as just E, but it's E major. We have E minor, the one we learned, and then here is E major. And all you're going to do is you're going to have the same second and third finger you had for E minor, and then you're going to add your first finger down onto the third string first fret. E minor, add your first finger down, E major, E minor, E major. So let's do our 4 on, 4 off muscle memory exercise. So here we go, starting with E. E major, not E minor, regular E. You're going to strum all 6 strings. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 4. Hand off, back on, play it again. Hand off, back on, ready, go. Hand off, back on, ready, go. Hand off, back on, 3 more, go. Hand off, back on, 2 more, go. Last E chord, ready, go. Alright, so like in the first video, you can stop it, you can rewind it, you can go back over, and you can practice this again. Now I don't want the videos to get too lengthy, so I'm going to give you the choice of whether you go back or not, rather than me kind of go over the things over and over and over. So I'm going to move on to the next chord, and the next chord will be D. Alright, the D chord, it should be popping up on the screen right about now, and you're going to put your first finger on the third string, second finger on the first string, third finger on the second string. And with this chord, this is a mistake that a lot of people do. They strum all 6 strings. You listen, ooh, it sounds horrible. So what you have to do is strum the top 4 strings. The top being the top pitch, not the top ones from the floor up. All right, the highest 4 strings in pitch. So the 4 closest to the floor. So one more time, first finger on the third string, second finger on the first string, third finger on the second string. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. D. Hand off, back on, ready, go. Hand off, back on, ready, go. Hand off, back on, ready, go. Hand off, back on, 3 more times, go. Hand off, back on, 2 more times, go. Hand off, back on, last time, go. Alright, but before you even do these exercises with me, I should have mentioned that you should be doing that. You should be stopping the video and doing the muscle memory exercises where you make the chord, take your hand off, make the chord, take your hand off, make the chord, take your hand off. I know it seems a little boring, but trust me, you will really benefit from doing that. All right, so we did E, we did D, and now we're going to do the A chord. Now there's a couple different ways to play an A chord. If it's a rock song, you're just going to play your first finger across the 4th string, 3rd string, and 2nd string, and try not to get that 1st string to ring out. You don't want to get that F sharp note in there. You don't want to get that. So if you're doing like a kind of a rockin' tune by The Who or something, you can use your 1st finger. But there also is a second way to learn the A chord. And it's by starting and putting your 1st finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, just like in the diagram, 2nd finger on the 4th string, and 3rd finger on the 2nd string. 1, 2, squeezed in, same fret right above it, 3, same fret right below it. This way, you can get all the notes, including the open 1st string to ring out. You don't want to strum the fattest string, the lowest string. So here we go, A chord. 1, 2, A chord, go. Hand off, back on, ready, go. Remember, you practice it on your own first. Hand off, back on, ready, go. Hand off, back on, ready, go. 3 more A chords, ready, go. 2 more A chords, ready, go. Last A chord, ready, go. All right, so that is the A chord. What I also like doing with my students in my classes when I do the large group classes is I try to encourage them to play A this way, then A using your 1st finger, then back to A this way, and A going back to your 1st finger. This way you're gonna get exercise or practice doing both ways. So let's start with using 3 fingers. 1, 2, ready, go. Hand off just 1st finger, go. Back to the 3 finger way, ready, go. Back to 1st finger, ready, go. So that's another way to practice the A chord. So we have E, we did D, we did A, we are going to do G now. Now G, there's a couple different ways you could play G. There's actually different ways you could play all these chords. But the best way to play G is to not use your 1st finger, your index finger. That is like the best way because it will give you a lot of options, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. So with this chord, you're going to put your 2nd finger on the 5th string, I almost said fret, 2nd finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the 6th string, and 4th finger on the 1st string. Now, it's not easy to do because you're really stretching out. You're getting between your ring finger and your pinky, you're getting a big stretch going on. But the more you practice it, you'll get better and better at it. Again, like I say, you got to practice. You got to stop the video, practice the chord over and over and over until you start getting comfortable, and then join me on the exercise. So here we go. We're going to try. Hopefully you stop the video and you're starting to feel comfortable with G and you're developing your muscle memory. And now we're going to play it together. 1, 2, G chord slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hand off, back on, ready, go. go. You have the G chord now. Rewind if you need to. I'm gonna keep saying that, you know that. All right, so the last chord that we're going to learn right now, the last chord is the F chord. And the F chord is a little bit tricky because you need to flatten your first finger out over 2 notes. You need to get your first finger to go across the first 2 strings in the first fret. Then you got to reach up with your second finger on the 3rd string and then your 3rd finger on the 4th string. Now you don't want to strum the 2 fattest strings. You just want to strum the same ones that you would strum for the D chord. Now I know a lot of people are going to get this. And that's okay at first. Do the best you could. Keep trying. Make the chord. Take your hand off. Make the chord. Take your hand off. Make the chord. Take your hand off. Stop the video and practice that over and over and over and over. Now, one of the tricks to playing this is if you kind of turn your wrist in a little bit and you point your fingernail towards the white plastic piece back here, what is called the nut on the guitar, and you kind of almost use like the side of your first finger instead of like the front of your first finger. That'll allow you to bend your finger and then get these fingers up and over. So try that over and over, and then we'll do the exercise. All right, I hope you did try that over and over, and here we go. Let's try the exercise. 1, 2, really slow, go. Hand off, back on, ready, 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 go. 2 more times here, here we go. Last F chord, here we go. All right, so there you have it. You have 8 chords. You have the C, the A minor, and the E minor from the very first time, from the lesson 1. Look it up if you didn't learn those yet. And then we have E, D, A, F, and G were the other 5 chords that we learned today. So work on those. Rewind the video whenever you need practice. Work on muscle memory. Don't try to do them all at once. Just try to learn one at a time, and you will be way, way, way more successful. And in the next video, we'll start putting together some chords so they start sounding like a song. So I'll see you soon. Practice, practice, practice. There's nothing more you can do. If you want to be good, you have to practice. Repetition and muscle memory. See you later.